Hello, good morning. Nice to see everyone today. Welcome to the Bear Den. Um, Today we're sitting in the Bear Den chair, and we're just going to hang out for a little while. It is a beautiful 26, I think, degree morning here in Western New York. We're getting a little bit of that residual wind from the weather front that went through. And all in all, it's a good day. I don't have any plans for today very much. I thought I'd come live and see who was on and chat away. Maybe perhaps we'll go on tour to the craft room. It's been a few days since we've sat here in the craft room. We haven't been live in a little while. Some personal things at the Bear Den have been happening. Eek. Showing right down my drawers. And so, can't remember if I debuted my new haircut. I believe I did when we had our beach stream. I feel so close up. But anyways, so today is the day after St. Patrick's Day. I imagine some of my friends are a little hungover this morning, but that's all right. I did not drink last night for St. Patrick's Day. I'm on quite a bit of medicine that doesn't translate real well to drinking, so we did not drink here at the Bear Den for St. Patrick's Day. That and Mr. Mary had to get up and go to work at 5, so we very simply just did not drink, but no shade to anybody else who is hungover this morning. I heard that tomato-based things help with hangovers because of the lycopene in tomatoes, so get yourself a meatball sub if you're feeling under the weather this morning, or have yourself a tomato sandwich. I just cannot get this thing where I like it. There we go. Honestly. But yep, we are. Please hit the like button on your way in or on your way out, wherever you decide. And not sure what we're gonna do today. Things have been thingy here at the Bear Den. Hi, Miss Fafa. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. Raise your yeah. Okay, no. So, how are you guys today? Tell me everything. I want to know what you're doing, where you're going, what your plans are. Sing, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a singing exercise I sub to everyone who does. Well, if you'd like to sub, you can. Otherwise, you don't have to. Thanks for dropping in, anyways. We're having a green room today. Green frog, green drink. Actually, we're going to paint in the bear den someday. We're going to paint it a nice cappuccino brown eventually. Well, thank you, Erin, for subscribing. Please remember to hit the like button. You can double tap your screen and it'll hit like the live stream. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, thank you for the like, guys. That makes me happy. Maybe we'll carry this back to the comfy chair. Sometimes we do crafts here at the Bear Den, sometimes we don't. Today might very well be a don't day. Eek. Okay, that's much better. Oy, that camera is just so zoomed in. But, yep, it's just another day here at the Bear Den. I don't really know how to zoom out. Oh, there we go. I figured it out. Oh, I'm definitely not that cute, but thank you. I don't know how I zoomed in the first place. Eek. Somewhere even. Okay, that'll do, but well, that is very true, Erin. Hi, Cheryl. How are you today? Nice to see you. Thanks for dropping in. I am married, Erin. Yes. Yep. I've been married 7 years. I had to think for a minute. I just don't have my ring on right now. My hands are a little puffy. But yep, I'm married. That's okay. So, where are you guys from in the world? Or in the United States. I'm from Western New York in the United States, but it's nice to meet people from other locations. Are you guys from the States or are you from a different country or oh, you're from PA. Cool. I actually live pretty close to the Pennsylvania border. I'm only about 6 miles away from uh, the Pennsylvania border. Maybe it's 12. But I actually live pretty close to Warren, Pennsylvania. You want to be on camera today, kitty? Yep, I'm right near Niagara Falls. Oh, cool, Cheryl. Or well, I'm not right near Niagara Falls. It's about an hour, 2 hour drive from where I'm at. But I love Niagara Falls. It's so beautiful there. Even just some of the river going up to Niagara Falls is really pretty. And the Niagara Gorge right near there is gorgeous. Yeah, gorgeous. But it really is something to see. I definitely recommend everybody go there at least once. I also like Letchworth State Park in New York. It also has 3 waterfalls that are really gorgeous. You should. That's also another really awesome trip worth taking. There's so many pretty things in New York that people aren't aware of because they just associate New York with the city. And there's so much more to it that people don't always realize because the city is just the popular thing. I've actually never been to New York City and I've lived in New York State my whole life. So, but I live in the rural part of New York. Yep, a lot of my friends like to travel there too. I'm not much of a city traveler. Kind of like I like the more country settings, small town feel. I think I'm more comfortable in that scenario than the big city. I do go to Buffalo quite a bit, um, but that's about as big of a city as I go to. New York and Los Angeles are just like crazy large to me. And so, oh, nice. Yep, I was born in Buffalo all of those years ago already. I am 42. So, yep, I'm an old lady. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. Yep, I graduated high school in 2001. I graduated college in 2005. And at the moment, I am not working at all, but that's another story for another day. Please remember to hit the like button on your way in, guys. It's nice to see you today. Yep. Oh, I do. I hope I live a nice long life. Um, Life and longevity are on my mind pretty heavy right now. I recently suffered a pretty catastrophic loss in my family, and so I'm kind of reeling from the aftermath of grief right now and trying to do things to take my mind off it, but it's at the front and center. So that's why I wanted to get on here and talk to nice people and, see what there is out there today. It can be. You just you redefine normal. And right now I'm in the middle of that process where I'm redefining what normal looks like without the person. And it's going to be a very tough time for a while, but, and at other moments in life, because grief is never linear. Grief kind of comes and goes, like, your first couple holidays without that person, or just in events in your life where you wish they were there. And so grief definitely is a beast, a non-linear function. It would be easier if you knew you got through a chunk of time and then you were over it, but that's not how it works. Not how it works at all. I'm sorry for your loss, Aaron. That would be catastrophic to me if I lost my father. I'm lucky enough to have both my parents. And I've been lucky in that I've gotten to my parents had me young, so I even knew great grandparents when I was a child and had a pretty good knowledge of them for a couple years. So, but I can't even imagine losing my parents. That would be so tough. And it's coming someday, but you're never going to be ready for that. Nobody's ready for that. But yeah, it's definitely taken some getting used to for sure. And it's only been about a week, so he definitely is. I believe that to be true. Yep, my parents had me when they were 17. So, and I'm lucky in that most family members live a long time. My great grandfather was 100 when he passed, and my grandfather, who just passed last week, was 82. But you're never all the way ready. You always hope for more time. And even though you know it's coming eventually, you're never really prepared for a life without somebody. Thank you. I hope so. He's definitely one person I would want to make proud. So I'm going to have to live my life right and act right. I'm a little distracted. I have a cat in the background and it sounds like she's causing mischief. So if I look off, that's why. Well, thank you. I hope so. So, what are your plans for today, Erin? Anything exciting? I really should go sit outside for a little bit. It's such a beautiful day. Oh, I used to work night shift. Night shift can be really hard to socialize. Oh, you have a dog and two cats. Well, um, I don't have too much planned today other than my usual householdy chores. Got some laundry to do, maybe put away the dishes. Nothing too exciting. Today would be a wonderful day to go out and go for a ride. Um, Unfortunately, I do not have a car right now, but yep. I had two paid off cars, each die within a month of each, or within the last 6 months. So catching up. Yep. I used to work overnight stocking at a Walmart. And years ago, I worked overnights at a Jack in the Box. I lived down south for a while. So I I definitely relate to the struggles of working overnights. It's hard. I hope you don't have trouble sleeping. Yeah, I agree with you. I used to love working overnights. It was just because, people don't want to do it. So if you do work overnights, people tend to give you a little less grief just because they don't want to do it. And it's much less busy. I didn't know shift work was a whole disorder diagnosed in the medical field until I saw it work in my medical chart, and I was kind of surprised that it's a whole disorder. But yeah, it definitely takes some time off your life. So they say it's not the age, it's the miles. Oh, CNA is such important work. That's awesome that you do that. It's such good work. I am so distracted today. But yes, medical field jobs are so important. Oh, wow. 14 years. That's really something. My last job was as a peer companion at a mental health respite. And that was a tough job. No, I'm just fidgety. Oh, did I remember? Okay, good. I always forget to turn on all messages. And so, yep, dementia is very difficult. In fact, my grandmother on my other side of my family had dementia, and that was really hard to watch. My crack cocaine. Diet Mountain Dew. I am terribly addicted to Diet Mountain Dew. That's a good drink too. I'm not sure how long of a delay there is between me seeing your question and me answering. I know there's a little bit of a delay. Me too. I never remember to use the predict to text, so like I just type out whole words, so it takes me forever. Yep. Gosh, I kept my flip phone as long as I could. And then I had another one that had the keyboard on it, and I kept that forever. No, they sure won't. Or rotary dial. I had a rotary dial phone when I was a kid and still had landlines. No, no kids. Do you have any children? I am, however, an aunt of 5, so. Oh, goodness. You probably got your hands full. Dial up was the worst. Yep, my oldest niece is 22 and she's just recently married, and the youngest is 7. Oh, college. I remember those days. Yeah, well, good. I'm glad they're good kids. I'm sure they are. Thank you. Yep, she moved to Indiana, so I don't get to see her as often as I used to, but she's very happy. And so, yep. So even though I don't have kids, I am pretty active in their existence. I have 3 siblings, 2 brothers and a sister. I'm the oldest. Oh, wow. What time do you usually lay down in the morning, Erin? I used to take several naps on night shift. I used to sleep from right when I got home till like 7, and then I'd usually get up and have lunch, do the bills, that sort of thing. And then I'd usually sleep from 12 to 5 or 12 to 7, depending on how bad things were that day. When you get done done scrolling. Oh, thank you. I do my best to try and not be a jerk. Thank you. Yeah, he's a good dude. I'm still trying to figure out how this tripod works. He's an assembly. He manufactures stuff. Well, works at a manufacturing plant. He and my dad actually work together, and well, not together, but at the same place. Yep. I'm kind of bored out of my skull now that I don't have a job myself, but I agree. I went live because none of the other people I usually watch were live, so I figured I couldn't possibly be the only one that was bored this morning. Well, is it morning or is it afternoon? I'm somewhere in the middle. Yep, we all live right in the same town. It's kind of nice. Oh, it is noon. Well, good grief. The day's already most of the way over. I slept in today. I was so tired. Yep. I do. I'm actually big into crafting. I like to go for long drives. Um, Crafting, long drives, and YouTube seems to take up most of my time right now. Um, in fact, my last live stream, I um, took my audience along on the road. And sometimes I do a live stream while I'm doing a craft or something. Hey, you never know. I'm trying to think where I've driven in Pennsylvania. Definitely down I-79 more than once or twice. because I had family in North Carolina and I lived in North Carolina for a while. So I've driven up and down I 79 a bunch. I've done, I think, 100 miles on Route 6. Oh, yeah, Pittsburgh is right off of 79. I have a friend that lives in Bethel Park, actually. Well, at the moment, I have no car, but maybe someday. If I'm riding through town, I'll let you know. I don't know how exactly. I'll use ESP. Aaron, coming through town. That's a little nuts. I couldn't let you do that. That's way too much money. But it is, sir. Well, that's very kind of you. I'll have to keep that in my back pocket. Hm. I've never seen that. I bet it's gorgeous, though. Kitten. Oh, wow. That would be really neat to see. You either. Anytime you see me on, feel free to drop in. I hope you have a good day and a good night at work. And I hope you sleep good because I know how very important sleep is in your existence. Oh, wow, I've already been on 45 minutes. Okay, if you would like. My email is beartopia716 @gmail. I don't have like Instagram or anything like that. BEARTOPIA 716. Yep, that's how you can reach me if you need to. I'm always available. I have way too much screen time on my hands at the moment, so. Sure, if you'd like to. Yep. I'm probably going to be on a little while longer. I like to try and go for about an hour, and so I get good watch time. But yep, I I sometimes run out of things to talk about. Not that I never plan, and I really should. Like, I really should plan topics. I've not been live in a couple days because of everything that's been going on. So when my family's in town, I tend to not be on my phone because I want to pay attention to everybody as much as I can. Freestyle works sometimes until I run out of things to say. When I first started going live, I would do like I'd have a paper where I talked about like historical events of the day and whose birthdays it was that day and stuff like that, just so I had something to say. And I'd finish that in like a minute and and then I would be like, "Oh my gosh, what do I say?" I was so nervous the first couple times I went live, but my last live before this one was really good. I think it was really good because I had borrowed my brother's car, so I was able to go for a ride up to the lake, and so I definitely got to show some really cool stuff. And then I just kind of then you could see for a long time out half the window, but eh, what can you do? Yeah, I can understand that. It's kind of nerve-wracking to think that everybody in the world can see what you say and watch you trip over your words and stuff, but eventually I got over it. Sometimes people have negative opinions about things like appearance and so on, so that took some getting used to, but it was nice to um it's nice to meet new people, especially because I don't go out much right now, but it makes my world feel a little more full having people to talk to and stuff. Okay, I won't. Well, thank you, Erin. I'm glad to have met you too. Okay, that's fair. Clean pictures only, though. Well, you pretty much know who you're talking to now, so. Okay. Fair enough. And I too am a lady of class, none of that. Good morning, Simon. How are you? It's good to see you. Or afternoon. It's afternoon where I am, but morning where you are, so it'll be morning. Oh, doing okay. How are you, friend? I am definitely a lady with morals, as is Simon. So, Simon, what are you doing today? Anything good? I figured school was keeping you pretty busy. It's got to be around spring break time, huh? There we go. Oh, that's awesome, Simon. Well, good luck on your interview. I hope it turns out how you want. And I can't wait to see your new content. I believe I'm subscribed to you. Boop. Just testing Temu goods. You know, that Temu isn't all bad. Mr. Mary likes to get some items from there from time to time, and we've never had a problem. I know some people are worried about Temu, but we've never had trouble. Oh, what a fun time. Graduation. Parodies are funny. See, I'm from back in the day when online shopping was dangerous. So I always worry about it. And even though I've done it, I have gotten scammed before. I was trying to, I saw this really neat thing on Facebook and I wanted to get it for Mr. Mary, and it, it was a whole fake listing and stuff. I felt so bad because it was a Christmas present. I agree, Simon. I think it's iffy. I would definitely rather go to a brick and mortar or order from a catalog over the phone, even though I know that's kind of strange, but I am almost out of soda. Not out, but I should probably fill my water bottle. Oh, I hate to hear that, Aaron. Yeah, that really is a terrible thing to do to somebody. I'm glad she got her money back. Yeah, I definitely would probably want to buy a dog in person. Sometimes it's good to be able to find the humor in a bad situation. But I would have felt bad. Yeah, that's really terrible. That scam. I had that happened. Well, I hadn't made a down payment, but they had sent everybody to look at this apartment, and right on the door it said this apartment is not for rent. It was a scam. And so I was really bummed out about that because they made it sound like to get such a good deal. Ah, that's cute, Aaron. Yes, looking for housing can be nerve-wracking. Yep, it's just me and the cat here. Nothing too noisy. If the heat kicks on, it'll get loud. But I live in a very quiet neighborhood and there's not a lot of noise in the house. And I usually would have some music on or something, but YouTube has their copyright issue. So, well, Simon, I sure wish you all the best after graduation. It's such an exciting time, but it's so nerve wracking too. I need to find the YouTube music playlist and play from it so that way I can play for my TV and um my go-to is probably what would be considered nowadays classic rock. Um or maybe it's oldies now. I'm not sure, but I tend to like rock and alternative mainly. Um Probably older 70s adult contemporary too, 70s and 80s. Yep, 70s soul music is good. I like almost a little bit of everything. I'm not as big into country and classical, but there are some songs I like of both too. Yeah, definitely. There's a couple more modern artists that I like a little bit, but um I'm having a hard time finding music I like nowadays. There's just a couple that are kind of that I like, but yeah, I definitely not very much rock music coming out anymore. Some of it's pretty catchy, but Elvis and the Rat Pack is good business. I like a lot of older Italian singers too, like Louis Prima and Dean Martin and stuff my grandparents used to listen to. Yeah, I can imagine they do, Aaron. Oh, yes. But yep, Al Green, Marvin Gaye, and Luther, they are really good. I like a lot of Beatles and Doors, The Doors, and a lot of America, the band America, Gordon Lightfoot. I would say The Crystal Ship is my favorite Doors song. I can understand that, Simon. I gotta be in the mood for the Beatles. They're not always a go to, but agreed. Oh, yes, U2. I always forget about them, but I like them. I like Bruce Springsteen as well. U2's my cruising music. My first song on my YouTube playlist is like, whoa. Um, my road playlist is U2 Desire. So that song always makes me think of driving. Full of money, 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 money. I think you'd like U2, Simon. I would recommend some of the stuff that's not on um, the main album or the radio play songs. For example, one song I really like of theirs is Running to Stand Still. I also like um, Staring at the Sun, and I like All I Want Is You by them. Definitely recommend those three. They're good too. Um, I especially like the Madonna album Bedtime Stories. I wore a hole through that one, and what is that one? Think, Mary, think. No. Um Oh, what did it have on it? I liked Who's That Girl soundtrack. I wore a hole through those first three songs. And then oh, I can picture the album. It's her. It's blue. It's white and blue. She's pretty. She was. Man, that's gonna bother me all day. That Madonna album that I can't think of the name of. It's got Deeper and Deeper on it. Bad Girl. Aw. I like his song, The Man Who Sold the World. Who knows? Not me. We never lost control. Come face to face with the man who sold the world. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't think I've heard Starman. I'll have to give that a listen. Oh, I bet so. I'm still getting used to my shorter hair. It was down to almost my waist and I hacked it. Well, I didn't hack it. I got it cut, but Oh, thank you. It's the habit. Biting my lip, playing with my hair, and drumming. Oh no, it's an emergency. I'm out of soda. I really need to unfuck my habitat. My environment's a little not good. I have papers everywhere. Dishes. Aw, thanks, Aaron. I have more in the fridge. Oh, goodness. Good morning, Carrie. How are you today? I'm glad to see you. How are things in Tacoma this morning? Yep, Carrie is one of my dear friends. Are you thinking about going live today, Carrie? Hour 20. Yep, only an hour and 20. I was gonna go for a little bit longer and then I probably should do something constructive. I'm watching my kitty play with her cat tower. Uh-oh. Phones. You gotta charge phones. The kitty is 4. She just turned 4. Oh, wow, Carrie. Were you able to get the plate for the people? You know, I always forget to charge my phone before I lay down. Or I lay down and I start to charge my phone, and then I want to turn over, and my cord's pretty short. So I unplug it, I turn over, and then I fall asleep every time. I would have been mad too. Cars are so important to people. Like, you know, take away their way to get back and forth or around somewhere. It's really hard. Probably, Aaron. That's true. People are without morals and conscience sometimes. Kitty's taking a bath. Oh, I have so much to do. I've been under the weather the last couple of days, and I can tell. I can't believe they did that, Carrie. That's so crazy. It's just the mailman, Kitty. Don't worry. You too, Aaron. Rest well. It was nice to meet you. You can write or you can write anytime. I forgot to charge my phone. So are you... Oh, that's a good idea, Carrie. The weather here's really nice today. I should try and get out of the house. Well, it's still a little cold, but if I had a jacket on, it wouldn't be so bad. I think I'm going to stay live for a couple more minutes, then I'm going to get some lunch. It's noontime over here. Maybe noon in a little bit. Yeah, I'm definitely a little tired today, a little tired, little run down. Yep, for sure. Have you had lunch yet, Carrie?